Good morning, my micro nerds. Happy Saturday. Welcome back. Steve3 here with yet another go around on our fun Saturday morning unboxings. I didn't really get my advertising out on time this week. It's been a crazy busy week. So those of you that saw that and are joining me today, awesome. Thanks for joining you. Nothing super new. I actually, picked up a couple of things, and one of them, I think I mentioned last week, was I got the Qui-Gon Jinn Jedi Starfighter from Series 12. So I want to get that open and take a look at that. I thought I was done with Jedi Starfighters, but they gave us another one. So I'm sure we're going to get more in the future. Still missing one. One I was not able to get, the Ayla Secura. Was not able to find that one. That one's going to be a hard one to get, I'm pretty sure. But this will be a fun one to see. Also picked up the May 4th Scout Trooper that was hard to find for a while, and I picked one up actually while I was down in downtown Disney. So I managed to snap it down there. A couple of new things out downtown Disney as well. One of which is the ever popular Galactic ID. So we did the lineup was nothing. It was crazy because everyone wants it when it first came out, but the lineup was nothing. So we decided to give it a go and see what it looks like. So we'll take a look at that, get your opinions on that as well. Hopefully we'll all have a good week. I'm not sure what everyone else has got. It's going to be dry for a while, I think. We did, last time we mentioned about the new box set that's going to be dropping down at Target. That went on sale this week. So I did snap that one up because I do like the repaint of this U-Wing. And I just, like I said, can't get enough of those INT4s. So it's been a semi-interesting week. There was some news, but nothing still on the pegs as far as 11 and 12. Still hunting the Carson Tabor X-Wing, which, I don't know, man. Are we going to have another vehicle that just doesn't appear? Who knows, man? Who knows? I know Canada got some, and I know some of you in the chat have got it, which is awesome. But still hunting, man. Still hunting. Still hitting up those Walmarts. Still nothing. But happy Saturday. Hopefully you've got a beverage. Today I'm coming from Aunt Beru's coffee. A nice dark roast Aunt Beru's, which is good. So let me get one more of these inside of the body to wake myself up. And away we go. All right, let's see who's joining us today. Let's get into the chat. I don't know if we got a bit of troll today, because first to the key today is the Adelphi Rangers. Good morning, Adelphi Rangers. Good to have you here. I know you got yourself a Tava. If anyone's gonna, you're gonna. And I know from a chat you also got the last of the builder droids. Did I moan about that enough yet? I'm not sure. It was a fun thing. In theory, it was a fun thing. Me and Ryan were like, oh, do we want it? Yeah, it's fun. It's droids. Yeah, let's do it. We got into it, not realizing we'd already missed the first droid that came out. I think that was the one with the head. But we said, oh, we can do it anyway. We can, there's always a chance. And now, even after getting up at 8 a.m. in the morning, last Friday, and securing two, one for me, one for him, online with a hooray, you've got your item at 8:02, which I thought was pretty good. I got an email 2 days later on the Monday, after being told it'd be delivered on Tuesday, saying, oops, we actually ran out of stock, but don't worry, we're not going to charge you. So yeah, leaves a bit of taste, man. Leaves a bit of taste. But took the fun out, gave it a royal try. I know I do have some great friends out there who will probably be able to sort me out, but I just wanted to make one more little complaint and then I can put it to bed. But that seems wrong to me. To get in at 8:02, get a guaranteed confirmation and a delivery date, and then be told, sorry, we've decided that the two that you got went somewhere else and now we're out of stock. Boo. But anyway, that's enough moaning. Those that got it, congrats. The blue droid looks awesome, all put together. So yeah, that's yeah. Anyway, good morning, Adelphi Rangers. Glad I got that out of the way. Video Power Game is joining us. Good afternoon to you. Ali is in the house. Hey, Allie. Yes, we all need these things. That's why we do it. Kerry Fanny's joining us too. What? Is there an answer to that? I don't know, man. I struggle to keep inside of my wheelhouse. And I know there's a lot of people out there that need everything of everything. How many? That's a great question. And I really don't know what the answer will be to that. Maybe you guys can answer that, because I don't think there's ever enough when they drop down some cool stuff. Yeah, it's I'm looking forward to taking a look at this shirt too. It will be good. Tommy K in the house. Hey, Tommy. Oh, yeah. There's probably some football going on, right? We got the World Cup going on. Congrats to Canada on the first game. Congrats to Team Canada. Yeah, well, again, I'm just not being focused on it. It's crazy. First time in a long time. I don't even know when and where. But yeah, catch the replay, Tommy. Good to have you in here. Hi. See you soon. See you soon. Gary's in the house. Sneaky Zebra joining us. Hey, Gary. Hopefully I'm on the second screen and hopefully you're not working too hard. Good to see you this morning, my friend. Thanks for joining in. Oh, finally. I wasn't going to say anything. I mean, you were gracious enough to send it to me. I thought I put it in a place to see if you spot it. It's been up there for a couple of weeks, I think. We'll have to go back and watch the reruns and look, but cheers again. I thought it would look good up there. I'm glad you spotted it. Glad you spotted it. And thank you again. Thank you again. All right, that looks like what we got. Hopefully Bitter Troll's all right. I always worry when I don't see Bitter Troll in the chat. Everyone works and everyone's got things to do, but yeah, hopefully all is good. Hopefully he's out there ghost busting or something. It will be something fun. All right, we know what we're doing. It's probably a short and sweet, unless someone else pops up. We'll get on with this, right? Sound good? Sounds good to me. Okay, let's get to the green. Oh, I keep doing this funny swipe thing. There we go. Boom. All right, here it is. We have Qui-Gon Jinn's Jedi Starfighter, all encased in a beautifully crushed packaging, because, you know, the efficiency of paper shipping bags really helps those people who, for their own enjoyment, like to keep these in the boxes, and kind of disappointing when it arrives like this. But luckily for me, the only thing I was interested in is these, so that one is intact. But yeah, total crusher, this one. Total crusher. The ship itself is going to be good, and I guess that's all they care about, right? Sony packaging. Sony packaging. So we get Qui-Gon, we get his droid, and we get a new color and paint job on our Jedi Starfighter. Nothing new really on the back. Got the schematics. Everything's going to work the same way that it once did, I believe, unless there's something secret that I don't know about. And that's what the fun is all in when we do this. Again, it's so weird to me to see not much on the back. You know, we were so used to getting so many in a line, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess, with the one I'm holding. Yeah, here's what it is. Here's what it is. All right, let's crack her open and smell how good she is. All right. I think we're gonna have a bit of a wait now for anything new, unless it shows up on the pegs. I mean, hopefully we're gonna get to look at the Target special. I think that one's ready to roll. So hopefully we'll see that at some point. Wow. I'll keep this. Got to tag that in. Nothing special on here, of course, anymore. But I'm gonna keep that back. Let's take out the peeps and take a look at the ship. No safety belts, no elastic bands, no tape. Easy pop out. We've seen these before, right? We haven't seen this one. Get rid of that plastic. All right. Now then, let me see. Can I just not hold it up and zoom in? No, that's the other one. Let me see if I can do this. And see if this works. I love the fact I've figured this out. I feel like a big boy now. Okay, I don't have to lift it up so far. All right, let's take a look at the Jedi Starfighter. Now, no new mold. I'm not going to say it feels different. I'm not going to say it's lighter. It seems like exactly the same ship. We will be able to do a comparison, obviously. But the coloring on this one, the design on this one, we have a wash on it. You can see the wash in there. It looks like we've got two tones of blue, possibly. But, you know, there's a lot of paint. And what's this decal on the... Is that just a dribble, or is that supposed to be there? Looks like it's supposed to be there. And my old eyes in these glasses can't make that out. Maybe it's battle damage. I don't know. But we've definitely got a new paint job on an old mold. But that means we've got a good collection of Jedi Starfighters now. Cockpit's just a smoked cockpit. No color match on the cockpit. And it should just lift at the back as it does. See if we got any wash inside the cockpit. No. Which is always a shame. We always talk about this, and I always say it just takes a wash to bring out the detail. I haven't got around to doing that either. There's something that could be a project. Maybe in the slow times when we aren't getting anything, I'll take a look and see if I can get a little pipette or small brush and just add some wash to highlight all of those great details that they've given us in the cockpits. But again, a pretty same old. Not much to show apart from the design, the color. Nothing else going on. Let's check and make sure I haven't got any broken legs. Landing gears seems to work pretty well. No clickety, but nice and solid. And then here, this one comes down too, and she's good to go. So overall, just your standard Jedi Starfighter with some additions. Now, I've got one here already on a stand, which is Ahsoka's with hyperdrive. So with this one, I believe it's just the same. Let's see if I can crack her off here. Take that off. All right. So yeah, pretty much box standard. Don't see any differences really. We weren't expecting any. We just knew we were going to get another paint job, right? Nothing new. Nothing new. All the cannons are there. Hidden more on Ahsoka's because there's a lot more paint, a lot more design. But yeah, nothing new. Engines. We just got these almost the same color. We got that blue engine on this. Nothing on Ahsoka's, but it's almost the same color, but slightly different. We've seen the blue engine flash before. But overall, nothing really new and different. Just the paint job. Let me clip her back in here. Okay. Not easy to do when you're live on air. Come on. You can do it. All right. Ooh. Okay, in she goes. Put that off to the side. All right, let's take a look at Qui-Gon, because essentially we get our minifig of Qui-Gon, which we have had before. And let's take a look at what we've got on this one. So here is the droid first and foremost. It's a very kind of almost army green, really clear detail on the dome. Really clear detail on the dome. Paint on the legs, a little bit on the back. And again, nothing special, but nice and clear with the paint job. Stick him in. Getting ready to go. Now let's take a look at Qui-Gon. And I think, let me just see. I think he's in my bongo. Okay. Let's see if I can empty him out of here. Yes, he is. So let's get a look at the one that we've got previously from the old bongo. And I will leave him like that, and then we can do a comparison. I get something out of that. All right. Okay, so this is new. Let's take a look at new. Let's get him in a little figure holder. Let's take a look at him. So there we get our bearded Qui-Gon. Big old boots. Long hair. Ponytails. Looks like a little bit missed on the old ponytail there. But the definition of mold is there. We have a saber hilt on the side. And the face detailing is pretty cool. The beards are nearly there, right? The beards are nearly there. Let's get in a bit closer. There we go. See if I can hold that steady for you. So there is our Qui-Gon. Brown belt, gray boots, pretty much like gray blonde hair. So let's see if there's any difference between this one and the one we got previously. And then we can see whether or not it's a need. It doesn't look too much different. The paint is obviously a slightly different color, which you would expect. Not a lot though. So the paint app on the original looks like they got all of the hair on there, all the way down the ponytail. Almost looks like there's a black hair tie in there as well. If I look closely at that, that definitely looks like they've put the black hair tie in there. Let's see what's on the back of this one. No, don't see it. Oh no, maybe, unless it's just shadow. Unless it's just shadow. So there is the detail there. It's not a lot of difference to the Qui-Gons, but if you didn't get him originally, this could be a peg hanger or definitely an Amazon purchase where you can get yourself a Qui-Gon and put him into all of the dioramas you want to build on the episode ones. So here we go. I think the only thing that I want to check on before I hit back up into the chat and see what's going on is I just want to see if this will fit the already produced clip that I've done for these. Let me zoom back out again. Let's take a look at what you guys are saying. Okay, Defo Rangers are saying that the repaints are Starfighter repaints are commons. The X-Wing repaints are chasers and rares. Yeah, I know, right? Harder to find. I'm hoping they're still doing box sets, guys. I haven't seen anything of Series 11 at all as a box set. We've got all the boxes coming up with the twins, etc., but no release of a box set. And I think we're already on 13s, right? If I remember rightly, and still no Series 11 box set. And that worries me because that was always my safety net of, you know, getting these things. Tom Harrison in the house. Hey, good morning, Tom. Thanks for coming in. All right. So yeah, I just want to see if this still fits. I did this clip for Starfighters without hyperspace rings, and I made it so it could fit in the back, because then I can create a way of hanging them as well as lifting them up, and it seems to fit just as well into the back there, which is good. So let me stick this on an arm. Got my little universal joint. Okay, yeah, still fits, which is good. So now what I do normally is I get them on with the other one with the hyperspace ring, and I have one with hyperspace ring, one without hyperspace ring. So the good news is there is no changes. If you've already got stands for these, you can still have the stands for these, and they'll be good. I'm going to put Qui-Gon in there, so he's kept safe and I don't lose him in amongst all the other stuff. Just shut this down, and there we go. There's a look at our Jedi Starfighter. You guys getting all these? I know I'm getting all the Jedi Starfighters when they come out, but again, here's what it will be displayed like just on those regular stands. Obviously, I'll hold the landing gear up. I know there's just one in the front, one in the back, and then it's a good way to display them all in a row once you've got them. But yeah, happy to have it. Happy to have it in the collection. Still, like I say, looking for my Ayla. I think that's the only one I don't have. I believe that's the only one I don't have. And then that one was a typical who's seen it? No one's seen it. It didn't get on the pegs, etc., etc., etc. So I don't know if any of you guys managed to get one out there. Do you have a complete set? Is this one going to be one that you need? how many toys does one man have was the question of the day. Or how many toys does one man need is the question of the day. And Alpha Ranger says that he's been picking stuff off the pegs. If I find one but not ordering. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the pre-orders that we get on Amazon are really just a holding place for me. If I see them on the pegs, that's kind of what makes this fun. I think I said last week that last time I was out traveling out of state, I went into a Walmart and I found the Chase Macquarie just hanging on the peg. And when you see a Chase, you just got to get it, right? So it's just the fun. And if you do find it, you could always cancel the Amazon order, but a lot of people want two. Maybe they're unboxing one and keeping one in the box, or maybe they just want to fleet it up. But when it comes to the single craft, you only really need one, right? But then look what I did with the M1. There's only one M1, but I had to get the Volt one because the Volt one did supersede the awesomeness that we got on a couple of other M1s. But yeah, I really hope we find more on the pegs. It would be good, but I am slightly worried that the Volt has not dropped a box set yet for 11. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed, because I still want to unbox all of my X-Wing. I haven't unboxed a lot of the X-Wings apart from the Lukes, because we had a lot of Lukes. But now I've got an accumulation of X-Wings, and I was just kind of waiting for the Tava to drop, and then I was going to open them all up and take a look at all of them. So I'm just still waiting for that. And once I get that, we can take a look at some of these different versions of X-Wings, and I'm kind of looking forward to that and get them all lined up and get them out there. And who knows, even by then we may have the cubes, right? So who knows? Cube Squadron could be something that we've got to put all the X-Wings into in a hangar or a base or something like that. It would be good. So yeah. And again, I haven't been reading all of it, but the series 11 and 12, I mean, that's going to be 4 box sets though, right? If you're going to release all of them, because you got Starfighter, you got light armor. So that's 2. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully they figure it out, because it's really and truly at this point going to be the only way we get that X-Wing, right? So, apart from that, I don't think there's been any other news. Rumor mill is going, obviously, but I don't think there's been any other news. They do still have discounts on the site. So if there's any box sets you didn't get or anything you want to put together from in a box set, they do still have some discount going on the Volt. You might want to take advantage of that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. And I know that the some of the Volt single ones, I think it was the ATT tank. I think that one's getting low on stock finally. So if you haven't got that one yet, or you're sitting on the fence, try and snap it up before it's gone. All right, moving on. That was the ship. Moving on, I want to take a look at something else which is going on my shelf. So, like I said, I'm kind of like a trooper guy. I'm not a big 6-inch Black Series collector, but if they drop a trooper, I kind of want to get it because I want to stick it on my trooper shelf with all of my troopers. So they dropped these May 4th specials, I guess. I already picked up the trooper with the t-shirt, Squad Goals t-shirt, but I wanted to get the scout because it's kind of cool. It is a trooper and it needs to go on the shelf, and it was hard to find. Like I said, finally got it. Sometimes you just got to wait and be patient, right? But it's hard for us to do that. So I want to crack him open, take a look, and just show him off. There's no point keeping him in the box. I love the target we get with this one, which is Wicket. So yeah, these are a ton of fun. A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't know why. Yes, maybe it's a money grab, but it's a bit of fun, man. It's the same as the Christmas, right? Said this before. It's all a bit of fun. Actually, I like doing these. I like doing these from the rear. Hang on. There we go. Let's get that in there. Let's take a look. I was tempted to get out and get another couple of scouts because I really want that Bosk. But I've not been having much luck with finding the scout class new series either. So, yeesh. Plus, Ross is dry at the moment. Oh, what are we going to do, guys? Maybe, like, save some money? Buy some food? I don't know. I don't know. There's always coffee. I went to my... Again, off topic. Apologize. But I went to Ross like I always do this morning. I have an early morning coffee. Great group of people. And then I hit Ross. And then I come back and do this. Because who knows what you're going to find in Ross. Today I went into Ross. There's normally I would say 3 shelves full of different toys, and then the hangers, the pegs. I went in there today, and there's now only 2 shelves, I would say, max, with toys on it. The rest is it's all gone. It's just so dry. It's so dry right now. So maybe the experiment of putting the prices up didn't work. Maybe they're changing the way they're doing things. I don't know, but Ross is dried up at the moment, people. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so here's the target that we saw on the back. We get ourselves a little Wicket, a little Ewok, Wicket Warwick to shoot at. I haven't translated this yet either, so I don't know what that means. If any of you are serious nerds out there and you can decipher Arabesh, then maybe you could let me know what that means. I'll leave it in the corner. But I haven't done that. I'm not good at that. Off the top of my head. So maybe you can help me out. All right, let's get a look. Let's birth this scout. And it's still a great figure. I love these little guns. Sorry, blasters. Can't say that. All right, I'm not going to get him to hold it. I'm going to put it back in his boot holster. I have several friends who have this kit. And it was one that I was tempted to do myself because it seemed really comfortable. Soft goods, etc. Never did it. And I know that it's not as comfortable as I thought because it gets very, very hot if you build it the right way. So let's just set him up a little bit better and cooler, and then we'll take a look. So here he is in all his glory. Great figure. Oh, they've even cut his t-shirt for the pack on the back. Look at that. They've made a cutout for his t-shirt. And on the back there, we get the May the 4th be with you design on the t-shirt. Again, it's just a little bit of fun. I didn't pay any extra for this t-shirt. So it's just a little bit of fun. And then on the front here, we have the Endor Biker Club Ride or Die t-shirt, which is kind of cool. I think that's one that I would be happy to wear if someone was to make them. So yeah, that's our May 4th Scout Trooper, complete with t-shirt and target, which is another good one to have on the collection. Yeah, the Scouts were a great one. Just seeing the bike, hearing the bikes, watching that whole thing in Return of the Jedi. Something we hadn't seen, right? Something we haven't seen. Yeah, and also in Mandalorian with Grogu on the back, in the bag. Another fun skit with some Scouts. But yeah, what a scene. What a scene. I know still to this day, if I'm ever in the woods, it's fun to film running through a trail and then play it back at high speed. But then, I'm just a massive nerd, so why wouldn't you do that? Not much else on this, really. I don't think. It will be a quick one, but I thought it'd be fun to see it, and maybe people are on the fence. It's always good to see it when it's out of its box. See if it's something you're even interested in getting. This is a very good point, Kerry. Ride and Die. Yeah, that would be a different t-shirt. The trees would be bigger and there could be some impact on that bike for sure. But yeah, much more accurate. Scouts and trees don't get along, man. But yeah, that would be a That would be a fun one. See, look at all these t-shirts designs you're thinking about. Could be something you could do. So he's going to go next to the Trooper, which will go next to Christmas, and no regrets there at all. There was some new clothing in the store as well. Again, I just went to downtown. I didn't go in the park. I just went to downtown. I went to Trading Post in downtown where you can get some of the stuff. They still had a couple of the Bush helmets in there, which I may do a show off of that if anyone's interested in that in the time that we have with no ships and no new releases, because it's a great helmet. I had to pick one up for a buddy of mine, and he said that he would be happy to let me unbox it before he does. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get it out. But there was a couple of new clothing items out as well, one of which was some new Star Tours stuff. There's a new Star Tours t-shirt, which is really cool. Didn't wear it today like an idiot, but yeah, that was cool. Like I said, I'm still a little bit bitter about the droids not showing up, so that sucks. But one of the other things we wanted to do was this. So these are the Galactic IDs. So basically you get to choose, and I have to put it on the white paper because it's a clear plexi card, quite a thick one, about 4 mil thick. So it's solid. You get to choose from a number of different factions, I guess I'm going to say, that you wanna be. And let me get it back on here. So when this first dropped, there was one machine. It was like a little photo booth. And you go in there and you select what you want. You line up your face, but you have to get it right. You can't lean forward too far, can't lean back too much, and you have to make sure you got your head in the picture, because I feel this is kind of comical. My head looks huge to the body, but it's fun. It's fun, and there's more than one to get. Obviously, I had to get the Stormtrooper because I'm a little kid when it comes to Stormtroopers. It's got the metallic shape on it. It's got the interesting, cool Stormtroopers, almost Iron Maiden-like text in there. You've got a couple of hologram stamps, Trooper helmet, Death Star, the Imperial insignia up there. So there's some cool details on this. And it's, again, supposed to be a bit of fun. Species of human, homeworld. Can't even see what that says. What does it say for homeworld? Varos? Interesting. But yeah, you don't get to pick any of that. That's picked for you. The only thing you get to pick is who you want to be and then size up your head. So if you do go and do this, you can go, you take 3 pictures and you can go back and do those again until you're happy with the sizing. And I think it takes one go at this to get it right and then figure out where you want to sit. So I've got to try and remember, if I go back and I get another one, I do want to get an X-Wing pilot. It'll be fun to do that, still with the mustache as well. But I do feel I sat forward a little bit too much and I got a kind of bubble head going on, which is kind of funny. But it's cool. So when you go in there, it is $15. But like I say, the lineups were nuts when this first dropped. They had 1 booth. Now they got 2 booths, so it's not as bad. And I was down there in the evening, later in the evening. So anyone that is local or anyone that is visiting later in the evening is definitely some time to go, dinner time sort of thing. 7 or 8 o'clock. It was very quiet and we didn't have to wait too long. So this was mine. And Ali was excited to do this too. In fact, she was more excited than I was at the time. This is Ali's. She got the New Republic pilot, which I know Adelphi Rangers is saying he needs. So now you'll get a look at what that looks like. So she definitely seems to suit the body type a little bit. She had her head in the right place. I know she did it a couple of times to make sure she was happy with it. But again, they're totally different, right? So they don't just change the color and change the text. They are totally different passes, and they all seem to be like that. So you do get something unique every time you get it, which is kind of cool. But that's something which I don't think it's going to be a collection, but I definitely would be tempted to get another one, a pilot for sure. It's just a bit of fun. but that is what they look like. And they will go on a shelf for sure. But I don't know if that's something you guys would be up for doing, or if you're going to get the opportunity to do it. But if you do, it's a ton of fun. It is a ton of fun. I don't have too much else, and no one's around to bring in with anything else. I wish I had more to unbox, because unfortunately the Jedi Starfighter doesn't have a lot of things that we need to show off. So this could be a short one today, guys. It is going to be the last one for a couple of weeks. I have a few things coming up at the weekends where I'm not going to be here. One of which, if this is local to you or if something you're going to, I'm going to be heading down to the SummerCon, which is down in Washington State, Washington State SummerCon. I don't get to see the guys that often when it comes to cons, and so we're all gonna be hitting up SummerCon. It's a great convention. It's one of the smaller conventions, so it's not attached to all the big ones we know. They get some great voice acting guests there. They get some great guests all the way around. One of which is going to be a guy called Paul Sang-Nung Lee, who plays Captain Carson Taylor in Mandalorian, as well as Uncle Iroh in Avatar. He is going to be there as a guest, and we have a lot of voice actors from the Rebels series, which is going to be there, which is fun. One thing I found out the other day is that Dogpool's going to be there, Mary Poppins. So that's fun. So if any of you guys live in the area, if it's one that you're going to, we're all going to be down there. Tommy's going down, Ryan's going down, Paul's going to be there. It's going to be fun. I think even Yoko's coming as well. So it's going to be a fun time. 3-day con, see what we can find. So who knows? Maybe we'll get the opportunity to do something from the con in the evening, on the daytime. Who knows? But definitely that's going to be happening. And then I got some other travel too. So this is going to be the last one for a couple of weeks, but hopefully that gives us time to accumulate some more of the MGS or something else that drops to make it more fun. But every now and then, got to take a break, resettle. It may give me some time to make some more stands. It may give me some more time to figure out how I'm going to get all of these things behind me done. So it's not going to be a bad thing. Plus the World Cup's on. There's going to be a lot of games I'm sure that people are going to watch at the weekends. I didn't even get to finish my coffee. But unless there's anything else you guys want to bring up to talk about in the chat, we may be ending this one in under 45 minutes. So I'm just going to check back in here. Nothing, I don't think, to add or talk about. Not a bad thing. Lots to do. Hopefully this was worth coming into. We did get to see our new Jedi Starfighter. We did get to see a bit of fun with our scout. The main thing is we got to hang out, which I love doing, and hopefully you do too. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your next weekends if we don't see you, but keep an eye on the DL44 channel and make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell, because we may end up doing something next weekend, and that would be a ton of fun. So keep an eye on that. You know what we're like, a little bit tardy. Keep an eye on that. If you want some filler in between that time, check out the Generation X-Wing podcast. The latest episode we did, movie review, was my pick, which was Mars Attacks. I had so much fun deep diving into that. I got to know a little bit more about that movie, more so about the trading cards. And now I got this bug in my ass about the original 1962 Mars Attacks trading cards. But that's something for another time. Thanks for joining, guys. Keep an eye on Instagram. Shit's back on Muppafar and Steve3D as well. And then obviously just keep an eye on here, because plans change. And I just hope next time we see, there's gonna be more to look at, and we'll all be out of a good time. Have a great weekend, and see you on the next one.